Welcome to Heart. This is the podcast where we sit down with creatives, change makers, and dreamers in the Bhutanese community, in the Bhutanese diaspora here in Australia and beyond. Today's episode is a celebration of creativity, community, and what happens when passionate, and I must say passionate young people come together with purpose. I'm joined by the powerhouse team behind Higher Perspective Entertainment. This is a group that has reshaped the Bhutanese entertainment scene in Australia. Welcome, guys.
Hi. That's the most awkward hi.
Okay. Now we can loosen up now that I've done this intro bit. So this is 45 minutes into arranging the furniture here at the Airbnb.
I love the setup you guys have here.
So nga chigar nalu dachlap to zumbe chokotan sa zumbe demosh na her perspective chika. So for most of you in the audience, the nabigi, unless you're living under a rock, you should know Higher Perspective Entertainment, especially if you're living in Australia. You've probably seen Vibe in the Capital, Dragons on Tour. You've probably missed out and had major FOMO like myself. But their work is heartfelt, it's high energy, it's homegrown. All these concerts that you see on TikTok, these are the people that are behind these very successful events. So before we dive into the questions, why don't I get everyone to introduce yourselves, and we'll start with Yunten, popularly known as Not Tony.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Yunten. Full name Yunten Finsanangil. I am 24 years old. Yeah.
So
do you want some more information?
Okay, so you know how I was dissing people living under a rock? I kind of have been living under a rock. And then TikTok is search bar not Tony sitindeva. Like search not Tony and a Gambler event kichina.
Okay.
So namsami mingtam ki like person very famous person ime. So for those living under a rock mo, what's not Tony and why is it in my TikTok search search bar?
Tell everyone who Tony is.
So not to understand who not Tony is, you need to know who Tony is, right? So Tony is a very famous. Well, like he's on my page a lot. So this really famous Chinese LED sign seller. And then he makes ads. Yeah, that's Tony, right? Yeah, so you know,
like Donald Trump accent. Okay.
So we're like, oh, this could be a good ad. And then I've never seen anyone cut him off, say. So I've seen him make videos of like him cutting other people off. And then I was like, why don't we try that? So like we got together and we didn't expect him to reply actually. So I'm really happy he replied.
So funny thing,
Yunten
Yonten is on like LC Sign's official page. Like he's on like their socials, which has like millions of followers on TikTok and Instagram. So his face is out there. So he's like the most recognized face from all of us here, I think now.
That is insane. So when are you going to visit their factory?
We'll see. It's just
maybe we'll get Tony to come here.
Yeah, I think it was a stroke of luck, you know. You know what I mean? He probably watched the video and he was like, "Oh, this is interesting, lappe."
He probably thought, "What a guy."
He looks like me. That's what he thought.
Looks like me, kind of. But damn, it is an honor to be in your presence.
It's an honor to be in your presence.
Okay, so let's move on. So, Karma?
Kuzuzampo everyone. My name's Kamal Hazin and I've been in Canberra for the last 3 years and I'm having a good time so far. And I'd like to thank Heart to Heart podcast for having us here today.
Hi, Karma. For those who don't know, Kamal Hazin is an excellent dancer.
No more.
The first time I met her, she was like back-to-back emote. So many dances and had like all the choreography in her mind.
But I lost touch now. I still love watching people dance, but I lost touch.
I hope you get back in touch.
Hopefully.
Good at it.
My turn. Hi, my name is Chan Yerongdal. I'm very nervous. I don't come out in front of the camera quite often, so it took a lot to be here, and I'm really happy to be here. Like Karma mentioned, thank you for having us heart to heart.
Hello, my name is Yogini, and I'm the brand ambassador for Higher Perspective Entertainment. And it's my second time here today, so thank you so much for having me here again.
Hello, my name is Paladin, popularly actually known by my friends as Pala. Yeah, and then what do I say about myself? I recently completed a software developing software engineering course recently, and yeah, and like how I wrote in the bio last time, I am a very good procrastinator.
Professional
Full-time.
procrastinator.
Yeah, like if you had to level it, I'm like all the way up there. If you know what I mean.
Normally, when someone's a pro at something, I would say, "Teach me, senpai." But
You will never learn that.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Okay. Kuzazangpo, everyone. My name is Misha Sogel, but I'm known as Togi. I've been living in Canberra for the last 6 years, and I have been vlogging for quite some time now. And I know her from like years ago, and yeah, I think
resident baddie. I was just telling Togi, she's like in my eyes like resident baddie. Even though we haven't seen each other in so many years, because we always like see each other's posts. It
On
feels like
social media.
oh hi, nice to see you again vibes.
yeah, it's really nice to meet you
It's
again.
nice to see you again in person. So, welcome. What a diverse team, Mush. So, as we move on, I'm just going to ask you questions that I'm curious about, which is totally off script. So, if you're not happy with this in the final cut, we won't keep it. How'd you guys meet? Like, Garda, of course, Canberra did, Mush. But how did like this group of 6 come together?
So I'd say mutual friends. So I knew Yontin since Bhutan, and I had friends here in Canberra who were friends with Togi, and like Bala was like best mates with my younger brother, so I knew him from Bhutan as well. Kamal Hazan as well, like mutual friends, like people we hang around with around in Canberra. We used to like always like hang around in the same group, so we're always around in the same circle. So I think we were always friends. We became friends. That's how we became friends, and like that's how the group came together, because we already had that bond between us and we knew each other. And Yogini, I think she's like a newer face to the group. She came to Canberra a bit after us, but even her, like we have like a lot of mutuals. Like we're very close with her sister, who isn't really related to her as well. And then I think mutuals
Wait, did I hear that right? Did you say sister who...
is not related to her.
You have a sister that's not related to you?
So like, you know how
Like
they're
sister
not
from
related.
another mister?
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay, so lots of mutuals in Memo and so let's take it back to the beginning when Higher Perspective was first coming about. I've been in contact with Chane for the preparation of this podcast. So I'm going to start with you. I'll ask you directly. Take it back to the beginning. How did Higher Perspective come to life? And what was the first spark or moment that kind of brought you all together? I'm sure this is going to be a repeat of what you just said, but...
So if I were to take it all the way back to the beginning, like where it was just an idea, so I think my background, like I should speak a little bit about it. So I grew up with friends who were in the music industry. So my friend, he doesn't like it when I say friend, so my brother, Sherab Toji. So I knew him since I was like a toddler, and ever since we were like kids, I was probably like 8 years old, and we used to live in the same neighborhood. I'd be watching out my window, and I'd see him every weekend. He'd be carrying a guitar case bigger than him, and he'll be walking to M Studios like every weekend, you know. So I've been surrounded with people who had like devoted their entire life to music, who are like truly passionate about the art. So I knew what music meant to them. Through them, I knew like what music means to artists. So when I was back in Bhutan during COVID, Son Wangchen, the one and only, he casually brought it up. So we are good friends as well, and we like hang out together all the time. So he casually brought it up. He was like, "Chane, why don't you invite us to Australia? that way we can like come meet you and then we can do like a show here as well. So he said it casually, but then that stuck with me. And after I came to Australia, the first thing I did was I asked around. I went around to like people who'd been living in Canberra for a while to see like how can I invite someone from Bhutan to Australia to perform. And I asked around, but then no one really knew how, because Hema, like the artists that came to Australia to perform and everything, like singers, performers, they were all like sent by the government to perform for like the National Day or something. So there wasn't like, no one really knew how we can get individuals, like we can bring them
Privately.
like, privately, yeah. So it didn't really get too much, like I wasn't getting anywhere, and it was around that time and like Wangton told me that he's planning on a tour with Kenny. And then
Shout out Kenny.
Shout out to Kenny. Thank you, Kenny, for giving us this opportunity and to work with you. He's running a club in Brisbane, La Shangri-La.
Shout out to La Shangri-La.
If you guys are in Brisbane, check that place out. It's really nice. Coming back, so yeah, so Togik, so Kenny and Togi were in touch, and they came to me saying, "Hey, like, do you wanna help out, like, be a part of the tour, like, do the Canberra leg?" And I think that's when the idea came to reality. And if we were to talk about when we actually did our first show, then I'll let you wanna talk about our first show.
Oh, yeah, sure. So, I distinctly remember that one time, as we were, we were all friends, right? We were staying together all the time. So we were at Chane's place. So we were just sitting down, and then Togi was like, Chane, as we already know, he was already passionate about this. And then Togi approached him saying, "Oh, let's start something like a concert for the Bhutanese community out here." And then, yeah, we thought like that was an interesting idea. Let's do it. And then Chane, I think we were looking around for artists who we can actually do it around with here. So we don't know what we're doing at first. And we can't just bring people from Bhutan because, do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense, yeah. So we were looking at artists who are actually here.
Okay.
And then we saw a video about Seong Tourist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was making, I think it was a TikTok video, right?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on like a lake doing a goofy dance.
Yeah, he was on the lake making a goofy dance, and we were like, "Oh wait, Seong's here in Canberra. Let's grab him as soon as we can."
Is this like a famous lake in Canberra? Like, Lake Country, it's Canberra type of lake.
Yeah.
Canberra, like, lake.
Burley Griffin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Burley Griffin. Okay.
Fun fact: Burley Griffin is the name of the person who designed Canberra.
Is it a man-made lake? Yeah, no?
It is a man-made lake, yeah.
It's a fake lake.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I
So
need
he
to go
was-
see this lake
I
tomorrow.
think all the lakes
in
are
Canberra.
artificial, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
I made them.
He made him, yeah. Tony made it, but
I was like, I need to see these lakes tomorrow.
No, they're actually pretty nice, pretty man.
Yeah.
yeah. And then we saw that he was in Canberra, and then we reached out to him, and he was so ready to do with us, and we were so happy.
Shout
and
out
then,
to Doris.
Shout out to Seong Tourist, yep. And then we always have this knowledge that there are like 3,000 people out here in Canberra, like Bhutanese people. So we thought maybe at least 2,000 would show up. So we were looking for a venue around, but then to actually have 2,000 people in one venue is quite expensive and a bit crazy.
imagine?
Yeah, and then and can you imagine like a bunch of small people, like kids, like thinking about taking 2,000 people? Yeah, so we were fortunate enough to get Malhai. It's one of the, do we call it a club or?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a club down in the city,
Mhm.
and we're lucky enough to get it. So we're testing the water, sort of, and then it was really good because that idea turned out really nice because we got so many good comments about comments from the people who came to the show. Yeah, I think that's the
that's a
gist
big
of
hit.
it. Like,
So no, like when you guys tell me this story, it's already so hard being in Australia, even if it's like your first, your second, or third year, just like trying to adjust with life here, adjust with your studies, adjust with your, I almost said freaking. That's like adjust with your like visa conditions and this and that, and like, there's just so many things to think about. But for you guys to like come together and just think of bringing 2,000 people. Just book like, is that a famous club, Chingi Labi Club
Yes,
D?
it's
Yeah.
like the most popular club
Yeah.
in Canberra.
So how did you guys manage to get that venue?
So it was actually, we didn't really get the venue. So they were like, oh, it's a first of a kind. So Bhutanese show has never been done. They honestly haven't even heard of the community, Bhutanese community. So they were a bit hesitant. So for us to get that venue, they charged us more because they had that risk, that uncertainty, because like a show of that kind has never been done before. So they were charging us like up to like 20,000. So so before we invested like around that much money into a show, that's why we decided to do it on like a smaller scale with like a venue which was more affordable. That's why we went with Mile High, and we got artists from like who are already residing in Australia. So to name them, we got Rongdel from DNR coming all the way from Perth. We had Kenny come in as well, and Chong Torres, the three of them together. So they did vibe in the capital.
Oh, nice. I wanted to ask you about your name, Higher Perspective. That you joked make with he said lower perspective. So I really like the whole like I like the vibe of the name, Higher Perspective. Why did you pick this name, and what does that like reflect about your mission, your vision, what you guys are trying to do? Like, tell me more about it.
Okay. So I think initially we wanted something that's sketchy, it's different, because like you said, right, it's interesting, isn't it?
It's interesting.
So higher perspective, love the day. So higher day was always going to be there, because higher for us, it embodies raising the bar, or like raising the standards, and that's what we like hope to achieve, right? And reshape like the entertainment industry, as you mentioned. Perspective was a little bit tricky, just because like it's not normally what like I feel like like a company that does this sort of work would name themselves. But what we thought was, when you look around and you listen, then I'm also a part of obviously that same crowd. But like the general consensus is like, I don't want to go to that event because it's like there's too many troops, or like I don't want to go to this event because like to give in me how to do. So that is the kind of image. Sure, there are so many supporters still, but like that's the general kind of image that like I feel we have.
Especially
like
your target crowd, no?
Right, exactly. And then it's like every right to do so, because like some of these guys, the only kind of events they've experienced are like Kachona, international ones. It's like really good there. I mean, there's a lot more money, and like the stars are bigger, so like you can't compare the two, right?
Standard has been set.
So like the standard has been set there, and you can't do something like mediocre and put in less effort there, and then expect people to show up as well. So we wanted, and like instead of kind of like saying like, oh yeah, Bhutanese events suck, like let's not go. Let's take a step back, and let's try to see what we can do, right? Let's change. Like, how could we deliver? Like, what are these shows missing? That would make people excited to come, right? Like so excited that they can even bring like their international friends to show, like, hey, I'm a part of this community. Like this is the kind of music like I listen to. So we took a step back. We're like, let's look at it from a different lens, a different perspective. So that's why Higher Perspective comes together. And Togi's going to talk to you about the mission now.
Damn.
So we have 4 main objectives. So the first one would be higher, which means what Yonta said, raising the bars, raising the standards of Bhutanese shows that happen here. And the second one would be perspectives. So that would be changing the way Bhutanese people look at Bhutanese events. And the third would be, that is like very important too, that would be giving a sense of belonging to the second generation of Bhutanese, Bhutanese younger generation that are growing up here, that are missing out on the Bhutanese upbringing back home. So, the Bhutanese culture, the food. So to give them a sense of belonging in our community. And the fourth one would be introducing the Bhutanese genre to the international people, like outside the Bhutanese community.
Yeah. And honestly, you guys, like, you have. Sorry, the guy, I don't know what's happening to it. Yeah. No, but honestly, you guys have, I think, lived up to your name. You have raised the bar because I think before concerts, Kina, like you said, like, I would totally go and, attend, like, a Losar concert or something. But I think that the new generation, they'll probably not feel the same like pride and any. And of course, kung the other diasporas, they have like what triple our population, Nepalese, the Mongolian, and they have huge concerts, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys were able to kind of bring it to that level. Even when like Sajan, Raj, and like these artists come here, it's like a similar vibe. And you guys, I think, are our only bet at getting us there. So thank you for carrying us all the way through. I wanted to ask you more. Vibe in the Capital, it was such a big event. I remember being at Sydney and I couldn't make it, but I remember everyone just left us. I went to they went to Canberra. So that was your first big event. Looking back, what did that moment mean to you and then to the community here in Canberra as well? Maybe I will ask.
All right. So, Vibe in the Capital, obviously it was sensational to us as well, to the community as well. But so obviously I'm part of the Bhutanese community as well. So what I felt, what I personally felt is that before Higher Perspective even was there, I was already here for 4 years. And then, I'm not type of a kid to go out, have fun like that. So I've never been to a Bhutanese concert before in my life. Never here, not even here. Like Chania said earlier that they used to come for some official stuff to represent, but I've never attended that as well. Because coming back to Yontes, I've never thought, it will be that fun or anything like that. And then back in Bhutan as well, I don't remember particularly going out other than our school concerts. Yeah, that's the only time I've experienced school concerts.
That's real though.
No, but like, yeah.
But okay, out of all the events, just school concert na kashpyoje.
I think we should.
I danced once. That's why.
What did you dance on? Which song?
It's a very old song. I don't know if you remember. You guys don't know the song?
Oh, I think I've heard it. I've heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the name of the song?
Yanso.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't know, bro.
Yeah, but about after that, so like I did as helped out as Higher Perspective with Chane, but I was also there enjoying the show as well. And then that to me was like a big wow. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm thinking it wrong. Maybe it is fun. And then I was always ready to do it with Chane, like, enjoy with Chane. And every one of us, sorry. Yeah.
Only Chane, y'all are.
But yeah, and then seeing from my perspective like that, I feel like everyone in the community also had that sense of belonging. Yeah. And that's what I think about it. And I feel like, I don't know, like, Yonte, is there anything you think different about it?
I think, for me, I just want to comment from the team's perspective.
Yeah.
Because, like, we didn't know anything, like, to be honest, right? Like, we've never done a show before then, what they thought.
Damn, cool,
so, like,
man.
you had to know, like, how do I secure the venue? Like, where do you get the equipment? How do you set up the sound system? Like, how do you get people to show up, buy tickets? So, like, there was a lot of learning for us to do. And I think, just to be able to pull it off was a relief, like whether you made money or not, or like just the fact that people showed up and we were able to show them a good time, I think was like, it first of all, like, I don't know, it solidified that, there actually is something we can do, and it also motivated us to do better there. So that's why you'll see Lavro, we've improved at every show we've done. So like we kind of improve on all the things that went wrong.
That's right. And like Toki said, that is like your mission. And with every show, you are going closer to that more. But one thing I've noticed is you guys have reversed the commute. So I'll tell you, okay, when I first arrived to Sydney, every time, because I live like CBD, it's all about there. And every time I walk past like mid-city, I'll hear Shashub say. Because people from Canberra would come to Sydney to buy Uniqlo. But after Higher Perspective, and now you guys have Uniqlo here, there's more people from Sydney going to Canberra for the weekends and for the shows. And like Hani Shifty, I feel like single-handedly it is your group that's done that. So
Wow.
Thank you.
While we're on
y'all
this
beat
note,
Uniqlo.
But we had help from Uniqlo.
Uniqlo and that shit.
while we're on this topic, shout out to Youngla. She's from Sydney and she's always been to all of our shows. She's like day one. So like
Shout out,
to
shout
all
out.
our supporters who's been there since day one and like who's joined us on the way. And like we just want to say thank you guys. Like we can do what we do because of the support that you guys show us and the artists. Like without you guys, like High Perspective is not there.
Yeah, 100%.
All the love. So I wanted to ask you guys, like you've said, you have grown so much since then, since the first concert event. Mo. Which event or project are you most proud of, and why? And I'll probably ask Shane because you've been through it since like day one, since the ideation process. Mo.
So I've thought about this a lot and like I asked the team as well. But then we can't decide on one particular show. Like each show, each tour has had like a significant impact on us, like to build who we are, like what we are right now. Like I think it's like a joint like product of all of them coming together. So we can't really pick one project because we've thoroughly, honestly enjoyed every project that we've done. Like we've done quite a few. Like some we might not, people might not know that we were involved because we used to go by the name Snowline Events Canberra back in the day before Higher Perspective. So that's what we worked under. So like, yeah, like the first show obviously had its charm because it's the first, you know, and then seeing Wang Chen perform live, like that's just magical on its own. And then like having the bands on tour like Baby Floyd and Southern Ace, Pink Youngden and all, like they had their own charm, like with live music, and even recently with the Dragons on tour, like everything, like each time, like we can't pick a favorite. It's like every show project has like made like a massive impact on us, and like we've thoroughly enjoyed each and every one of them.
Yeah, and that's not something you hear like from every person saying that all of my projects were just as good. So, so it says a lot about what you guys do, and I think that's just the result of what happens when you do things with passion, right? So I wanted to ask you about Dragons on Tour, actually. Yogini, you were there for that. I wanted to ask you, as organizers and as creatives, for you especially, I think this is probably your first time in this kind of like Nagi scene. Like you're probably the person to go on stage, not so much the organizer back in Bhutan. What made it feel like different and special, and how did Dragons on Tour push you as organizers and as creatives?
So Dragons on Tour pushed us because this is something that we're very passionate about. This is something that we don't do just for fun or something just for like profit or anything, but something because this is something that we love doing as a team. And it also pushed us because meeting the artists personally, we could see that how dedicated, hardworking, and committed they were when it came to music. And I also heard from our team members that they noticed one of the artists, they literally had headphones on when they were taking them around in Canberra, and they were and in the mall and everything, they were composing songs. And one of them also was composing songs in the shower, if I'm not wrong. And one of them also quit their job for music. And one of them also had college and had classes going on in Bhutan. And they sacrificed that to be a part of the store and for their love for music. So seeing all of that, seeing that commitment and just hardworking they were, made us want to do better and give it our all as well. And yeah, we just wanted to give them that platform, and I guess it was truly worth it.
So Dragons on Tour was my first event with Higher Perspective.
As well.
And I've always been one of the audiences so far. And being one of the organizers and seeing people have fun, like the Bhutanese community coming together, was very special. But what was truly special was the bond that we as organizers had with the artists. So normally, like, when artists come here, we only meet up when there's like shows, concerts, and like rehearsals. But this show was different because we spent so much time together. Sometimes we end up spending morning lab with Churu Tente together. We just chill, we just talk to each other. Anizumbe.
We just clicked more.
Yeah, and then when we went to drop them off to the airport from Canberra, because Brisbane show wasn't confirmed at that time, so we were so sad.
Yeah,
The
man.
sense of emptiness.
Kamal hasn't teared up.
A little bit. But yeah, and then so when the Brisbane tour was confirmed, we planned a surprise. Like we didn't tell any of the artists that we were coming there, so we surprised them in Brisbane, and it was really cute. So yeah, that's what was.
That's so
Yeah.
wholesome. Ay, kung sumanguga.
But they did jump with joy. No?
No, because like this is so wholesome and this is so nice, and for the artists as well. Like as someone who's worked in that industry before moving here, it's okay to say like the industry in Bhutan when you work there, like especially when dealing with organizers, when dealing with people and being the artist on this end, often you kind of want to feel valued, you want to feel respected, you don't want to be like just ignored, left behind, or worst case scenario like exploited. And the fact that you guys are like namsami respecting their commitment, saying that they're missing school to come here, and then surprising them,
And then we also have a group chat, and
We're still in touch.
yeah, even if we don't say like hi, how are you, we just send like random reels. Yeah, so we still keep in touch.
oh my god, I feel
So-
like this generation is just going to like fix everything. So Uncle Auntie, this is thank you, but but this is how it's done. Organizers in Bhutan also. It's really nice that young people have come to Australia and they're so professional. Even while doing this podcast, I really have to give you guys props more for being in touch with me, sending me like information, coming not on time but early, just being so professional in everything you do is like, you might think like, but in the Bhutanese society, this is like
Not very common.
very refreshing. So refreshing. It's like hope restored. Hope restored. Some feel bilme.
That's
So-
juicy.
Yeah, you guys, well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Very good. But so I really resonated with what Yogini said about like how you guys are doing this not for profit or anything, but because you're passionate, right? So when you're pricing tickets, actually Bhutanese artists, so they don't realize, like, I feel like, because in Sydney when we have concerts, there are some, singers like from Kornagi countries, Kornagi diaspora, and then they have, their tickets are like expensive. They have like massive concerts, right? But if you actually compare numbers and analytics and like followers, views, listens, like,
Yeah.
like Baby Floyd. So I feel like Bhutanese artists often, it's a very like gray area because we're so humble, we're not like flashy, right? So how do you guys do like pricing, profit, from a business point of view? Like what is it behind the scenes?
So with the ticket pricing, so how we get set on a ticket price is we try to estimate how many people will come to our event. So that is like roughly done through our previous events and everything. So, and also depending on how much we're spending. So, for example, right now, as we mentioned earlier, we're trying to elevate the game. We're trying to bring something fresh every time. We're trying to bring in new ideas. So that does not come free of cost. So we buy out equipments. We try to get more lighting. We try to get proper sound system more, and we try to make our like events like what we. I think one thing I'm really proud of is we put a very we emphasize on having security, so we have a good number of security personnel as well, just to make sure that there's no nothing goes wrong
Yeah.
during the event, because that's also kind of really important. When we bring communities together, the last thing we want is them to fight among themselves, no? So having like enough people on the floor working, managing the event, so they all come at a cost. So what we look at is we look at our expenditure. So for example, if we say we're spending about like 30 grand on a show, then we expect 300 people to come. Then we divide 30K by 300, and I'm not saying this is how we did it, but like that is how we would do it. So for those numbers are like examples, but then that's like, just we want to like, at the moment right now, we don't really look at this as like it's a business member, as more as like something new, something we're just trying to do something at the moment. So as long as we break even, it's fine for us. And I think that's why ticket prices are what they are at the moment. And I think one thing that we really try to focus on is trying to give a decent fee labrura, or like a package for the artists. So that's one really important thing as well. Like they've devoted their entire life to it. Most of for us, it's a 3-hour show, but for them, it's their entire life. So it's like
It's such an amazing experience for them.
it's one song is 3 minutes long, but they have spent so much time to make that one song. So we want to make it like a good payday for them as well. So considering all that, that's how we base off our ticket prices.
We really respect their craft, and we want them to, like you said, like we want them to feel valued, because you empower them and they empower others, and they empower us as well.
Because Bhutanese, like they're so talented, man.
Yeah,
Bhutanese music has come
needs,
such a long way.
guidance and like I need go visit.
Man. Well done, you guys. I'm like just still processed, babe. Like so happy, because I mean, like it's nice to see that the industry has come like this far, and then there are like young people like you guys. From what I understand, you guys all work, and you guys all have like jobs. You guys are all studying, and this is just what you're doing out of passion, MMO. And for you to have put so much thought and detail into it, emotional because back in the day, this is like how we felt when every time we worked with M Studio. And I feel like now it's like the younger generation just doing it at a higher scale here in Australia. So well done. But I wanted to ask you more about BTS, not just like Business Ki Foundation, no? But moving forward, maybe like Sogi, behind the scenes, like on the ground. I don't think organizing events can be easy. Like even just at Clock Tower, I remember it was like such a but you're here, and there's like different laws, different rules. You're in like a different country more. What are some of the biggest challenges that you face behind the scenes?
I think I will talk about what the crew members face, like the challenges. I would say the different work schedules, because most of us have so half of us work during the daytime and the other half during the night. So it is quite difficult to find a time that suits everybody. So what we do is we just delegate tasks to the team members based on their strengths and also their availability to get the best outcome. Yeah, I would say that.
But that is so hard to organize. Like, we can't meet for dinner in Australia. So yeah.
Can I add something on?
Yeah, of course.
Like I would also say, I think like initially, like the biggest struggle was securing a venue, because we didn't know, but like it's gotten better now. But a challenge that we've had throughout all our shows is just the uncertainty of how many people actually show up. like we do a lot. I mean, like we do a lot of ads, and we also like promote like the tickets online and everything. We have online ticketing system set up, but I think in general the community is just not in the habit of buying tickets online, so you don't really get a fair number, say till the like
So
the
door
very
number,
last,
yeah,
like
yeah.
literally.
End of the day.
So the door kind of brings in a lot. Sometimes it brings in more people than tickets, like online tickets. So it's a bit difficult. So we're working on that, but we would also like some help from the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
Um,
just don't have the habit of buying.
Amen.
Yeah. And like it's a lot cheaper online as well. So
Like, yeah, because we charge more at the door.
yeah, we charge. We do
If you want
charge
to
more.
buy at the door.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let them go to the door.
But from my like one day of being in Canberra, I feel like Nagi Bhutanese community. I think whether they buy at the door or not, I think they're very comfortable to spend. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a pot of rajnikanta apparently is like $50 or $60.
Yeah, none of us eat it, so
Yeah, so
we don't know.
So just keeping all this in mind, I feel like y'all should not be talking about ticket prices. Not that the audience
Exactly.
sort
Yeah, exactly. People
Yeah.
can afford it, right?
yeah. But yeah, in the audience, if you guys have any like suggestions or feedback more about these, and
Please let us.
Oh yeah, let us know. We're always looking to
Any
improve.
feedback we
Yeah,
take
of
it
course,
in
of
like
course.
positive light, and we're always looking to improve. So please shoot us a message,
Mm-hmm.
even if you don't want to do like a comment.
To the yeah.
Take the mic, yeah.
You can be very
just
like
shoot us a message on Instagram. We won't like show you who you are. We'll take in the feedback.
you can be very critical as long as you're not mean to us.
Be nice, guys.
I want to ask you guys more a question, and I want to hear like everyone's opinion on this. Can each of you tell me what does the higher perspective mean to each one of you personally, right? And do you remember like the moment from when it was just the idea or just something someone told you until the moment that it felt like real for you? So anybody can start.
Yeah. So to me, higher perspective. To me, higher perspective has literally become my second home. What do you think about home when you think about home? No, you think about your families. So I consider all of this as my families. But yeah, and then I personally, what I really like about higher perspective is that it gives out that 3 B's that I really want, like the being, the belonging, and the becoming. Do you know what I mean?
Damn, deep. But yes.
Yeah. So what I mean is that I'm able to be myself, and then I belonging. I belong here. I feel like I belong here because they're always supportive and now. It's like,
Is this like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
so-
You feel all of it.
Yeah, and then I'm also becoming someone I want to become myself because I'm like I am a very introverted person and some people don't agree on that, but
He's an extrovert.
I feel like I'm an introvert. Like, so how do you say, like I go out now. I've been going out a bit more than I want to, but yeah. So I'm becoming a person that, like, how do you say, I'm socializing and having fun. I'm meeting new people and I'm enjoying it. And then just like this, like if I thought about myself like a few years back, I don't think I would be able to come to a podcast and talk about anything like this. So yeah, I'm becoming someone like that. Yeah. Yeah. And then I really feel this, and I thank all my friends for being able to change me, I guess. Yeah. I came out of my bubble
From caterpillar to
to a
butterfly.
butterfly. There's no, yeah.
No.
Butterfly now.
Do you wanna?
Oh,
Yeah. What
should I go next? I think I'll do a fun one, I'd say. I like to think of it as a group of high school kids doing a group project. Like we're all, but like with more freedom and social media. It's been really fun. Like I love having fun. So working with my friends does not feel like work. And also I get good content for my YouTube. So it's a win-win for me.
Win-win.
Yes.
Smart.
아니 원고. Smart.
Take the opportunity. Guys, subscribe to Togi on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
shout out to
actually.
Sogi.
Shout out.
Shout out to Sogi.
Editor, please put it on the screen, la.
Ta-da!
Somebody.
Camera zoom na point.
When they actually did that, I was like, yeah. Because when that was actually coming up, the one is all three of you.
Thanks, Dolly. Sorry, Dolly.
Okay, so to me, Higher Perspective also feels like family. I think Achubala and Ajim Togi, they've mentioned a lot of things that I wanted to say already. Yes, it does feel like we're doing a group project, but with more freedom. So this is work, but it doesn't feel like work because we have all the freedom. And then I feel like we really work well together and we learn from each other as well. So I feel like it feels like family, but I can obviously be more comfortable with these people because I've worked with a lot of people and then it's not always this comfortable, but with them, it's so much more comfortable and easy to work with. So I definitely say we're like a family now. Obviously started off as, friends, but we've become a family now. So that's how I really feel about the Higher Perspective.
Higher Perspective to me, I would say, is more than just a business. It's something that we do collectively to help someone come one step closer to their dream, or at least let them not give up in our own little ways that we can. So it's a bunch of guys who we're a bunch of guys. The guys can be guys, boys, females, just a girl. There's a bunch of people coming together, with the same vision and the same energy. And I think what truly is special about THP to me is the understanding that we have between each other, between the team members and between us and the artists as well. The special bonds that we're able to create along the way. I think that's what's really special to me.
So like I've mentioned before, I've only recently joined the High Perspective. They're like my second family as well, like they've all mentioned. No, I'm a You called me first. Oops. Sorry. Oops. Yeah, and then every one of them, they're all so talented. Togi's a vlogger. Palla is the tech guy. He's very intelligent. He used to be my schoolmate. He's got the brains. Yeah. And Yogini, she's been on screen since she was a child. Chani is a really good leader. And Yonte, he's a really good speaker. He's very well spoken. Yeah. And honestly, I'm just trying to keep up and have fun along the way. And yeah, thank you, Chani, for letting me be a part of this team.
What are you? Shout out
Chani. Can the editor zoom in?
No, I'll talk to you.
Oh, sorry.
So for me,
Can the Chai mic watch in professional? Yeah.
so for me, I think Higher Perspective it's a vision. I feel like the reason why this works is because yes, we're all good friends, we're like a family, we trust each other, but we trust in something more semina, which is the vision, which is there comes a point where you're gonna have to dedicate yourself to something bigger than you, right? And you'd rather have that be positive than negative. And it obviously it helps that we're all friends, but it's also we all believe in making a change. We're doing a lot of things. This is just the surface. I'm going to start a podcast too. Shout out to Yonten.
Shout out to Yonten.
And we're also, obviously, Tsogi's also, vlogging. Yogini's always been in the scene. There's a lot of, the diversity helps us. We feed off each other. And it's going to be so much more than what it is. As long as we keep, working towards it. That's what it means to me.
Yeah, and you guys are Power Rangers. The guy around is super power.
Can I be the red one?
No, but it's actually so cool because you guys have the whole package honestly. This is like impromptu question, more sudden. Is there something? Do you guys outsource anything, or can you guys do everything by yourselves? The security, obviously, that you outsource.
Yeah.
Apart from security.
So like I think so ngaji like so far like outsource zero. We try to do everything we can ourselves, like be it the little ads and everything, but we I think have like a lot of people helping us behind the scene as well. I think it's really important to mention one guy particularly. It's ST.
Shout out to SC. What is
Shout out
Next
Counter
Gen
Jiu-Jitsu.
event.
Shout out to Next Gen.
Next
Yeah,
Gen.
yeah.
He's been with us for most of our projects, and he's been our sound guy. He's been helping us around getting our audio set up and everything. He's our DJ as well. We have another DJ. We have DJ Keldon. Shout out
Shout
Keldon.
out Kelvin. He plays basketball as well. He's really good. Yeah.
And honestly, I think what we have done, like High Perspective, is we have been like low-key kind of like a supporting role as well to other event organizers. So we've worked collectively with Purple Events for the Dragons on Tour. So thank you, Purple Events. You know, we've worked
Shout
with
out to Purple
1907
Events.
Entertainment for like the plus 975 tour of like Sana Wangchin. So I think it's with them we've been able to do what we've done so far because of them like giving us the opportunity. And like given Raven Events and Achutarun and Achukaran
Shout
back
out
in
to
Brisbane,
Raven
you know,
Events.
for giving us like helping being a part of Higher Perspective and like, collaborating with us and everything. So yeah, there's a lot of like it's not just Higher Perspective like in terms of like shows, but there's a lot of things that come into play. But then yeah,
It's the Bhutanese community.
Yeah, it's the
All in all.
community, yeah.
And it's so nice to see like all of you connected, more Brisbane, Canberra, Perth, Nagi. So it's this is what we're seeing. I wanted to ask you more that you guys said that like it doesn't feel like work. It's really nice and it sounds super fun. So did you guys ever have like a moment where it's too hard, I'm done with this, like screw this, I'm done. But and then of course if you did have a moment like that, you've bounced back. So how did you like get through that obstacle?
I'd say it wasn't to that extent where we're like, oh, screw this, I'm not doing it. No, it wasn't to that extent. But then there were times where like there was like a lot of like doubt, you know, like there's always that uncertainty, like Yontin mentioned earlier, like especially with us doing shows, because Kamchi Seru, it's still something new, Memo. Like it's something that started a few years ago, shows for the Bhutanese community, and people aren't really used to buying tickets beforehand, so we don't really have the full picture of like how many people are gonna like turn up. You know, we might be spending so much money expecting 500 people to come, and like if it does not meet our expectations, then it puts us into like financial ruins. No, even to this day, like for one of our shows, we were packing up. We were actually driving to Brisbane from Canberra, so it's like a 13-hour drive. And before we got in the car, it was on a Thursday night. The show was on Saturday. I checked my phone for like the online ticket sales, and then I looked at it, and there was like 6 tickets sold. You know, and the show was like in 2 days. So we're like, I'm going on a long drive to Brisbane. No, we're doing all this, but then we didn't really give up. Like we knew like, it'll pull through. If anything, it pushes us to be like, okay, we need to put in more work. We need to build more awareness. We need to build more hype. People need to know more about this. It pushes us. And then honestly, it's fortunately, thank you everyone. It's worked out for us. Like, you know, then Friday, the ticket sales would be like around like 18. No, it would reach around like 20 today by Friday, and like Saturday. We actually had like closed our ticket sales by Friday midnight. But then we got like a lot of messages from people like, yo, we want to buy tickets. Katil top. And we're like, we said we're closing ticket sales on Friday, but it's okay. It's okay. Like we got you, no? So we opened like the ticket sales again. And by the time it was like 6 time for the show, people like 120 tickets sold. And then we had like a bunch who pulled up during the time, like at Watkins Baby. And then, yes, there's always that uncertainty, like the build up is always there. Till the show happens, you never know how the show is gonna go. So that is always like a scary part for us, I'd say.
No, but kudos to you guys because I would freak out.
Oh, yeah.
Like 13-hour drive, first of all. Y'all are built different.
No, like God, like Kamal Hassan, like Youngla, like they've known like how many times I've crashed out.
Guess how much ticket I've sold you.
Just to tell you, just to call you up, just to tell you, I've only sold 6 tickets still.
But
What should I
yeah,
do?
it's nice. It's always worked out, and like our people, as like they've always shown us support. They've always pulled through with the bureau, so we're really grateful.
Yeah.
The community is nice.
Everyone.
Nah, man, yeah.
Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to everyone again and again.
Everyone.
Shout out is just our thing for this podcast.
That's it.
And I suppose like now before I move on back to Palamo, just while we're on this topic, I think I'll just ask you about this experience, like this 13-hour 6 tickets. I would be so anxious as well, but you guys made it work. What has this taught you about teamwork and leadership? Because I feel like maybe the reason you guys held through was because you have each other.
I think like if I were to do this alone, there's no way I'm doing it. Like High Perspective has been able to accomplish what it's accomplished because of the people supporting. You know, like these guys here, they are always there. Like if I'm lacking in some like sort, they're always there to like take the step up and then like cover for me in areas where I'm not able to. And I think it's important. I think we forgot to mention there's 6 of us here right now, but the team's like way bigger. If we could take this
So much
opportunity
more
to like name them out, we have Chodra, we have Kyozang, we have Galden, we have Gangster, aka Sonam Chopel.
Gangster.
We
Shout out
have
to Gangster.
Kartso, we have Hazin, we have like Namse, Pema, Chimi. There's Jitsin in Brisbane, there's Ugen in Brisbane, you know, we have Doti as well in Perth. So like, if I missed anyone out, I'm so sorry. It's really like nerve-wracking being on the podcast, like speaking on the nerve. So in case I missed anyone, but then like High Perspective, like we have like a solid team. It's not like a few people, like there's a bunch of people like working together with the same vision, and they're like truly passionate about it. Like they genuinely enjoy shows, like they enjoy concerts in general. Like I myself like enjoy going to festivals. Like I've been to like 6-7 festivals, seen artists like Post Malone, Kendrick Lamar, these people here. They enjoy K-pop. Like she recently went and saw like G-Dragon. So like we're genuine like so like I think we're like genuinely people like who enjoy these kind of like environments more, and then like being able to do something like that for that represents where we're from, bringing like seeing those kind of events and trying to make our thing as up to that standard. I think that's why High Perspective as a team. That's the only reason why we can do what we do.
Can I chime in?
Yeah.
You know how you mentioned like leadership?
Yeah.
So like I think like Chani is a good leader, and when I say that, like he listens a lot, you know, and he takes into account like our like whatever we have to say, and you can't it doesn't work if like you have like hardworking people and you have a shitty leader, you know. So it has to start from the top down, right? And then like you said, like obviously I couldn't join them during that Brisbane trip, but like he was stressing out, but like as much as he wasn't gonna let it like leak down to the team. He tried to keep a calm head, and like as long as you have someone that you can trust like that, like we're happy to put in all the effort as well.
No.
Yeah.
It's actually, this is like, it's very refreshing because we're seeing like, so this is way bigger than I thought in Mivati. You have members like all over Australia, and then it amazes me how you guys had an experience that you gained through exposure, obviously being overseas, being out of Bhutan. You saw Post Malone and you saw G-Dragon last night, and then you decided, okay, I'm going to do this for my community with my artists. And as much as that amazes me, it also amazes me, going back to Pala, how you'd never been anywhere but the school concert. and yet you said it's about the entertainment, but it's also about belonging. And I kind of want to bring it back to Pala. I think Yogini also mentioned this. You said, so can you talk about how you see like the higher perspective strengthening the Bhutanese community here? Because y'all are linked in them.
Yeah. So to strengthen the Bhutanese community, obviously, it's not just a concert, is it? Because it's like a meeting ground for everyone. Because when do you meet people? Like you said earlier, I'm pretty sure you said it, right? Like no, like we don't even get enough time to eat dinner with our friends. Let alone that. Yeah, let alone that. My sister works a lot. I don't see her all of the time as well.
Couples don't see each other.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's that thing, and then of course like because of that we are actually like giving that sense of belonging. Like we are a community here. We have to support each other. And we have to show and be proud that we're Bhutanese, right? So how can we do that if everyone's just going around work? I'm not saying it's don't go around work. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, just stop working. I'm not saying that. But yeah, we're like, how we're strengthening that is that obviously I think like I'm pretty sure when the idea also started, it was more about not like, oh, let's bring this artist, let's do this business, we can make some money. No, I'm pretty sure we're like, oh, maybe let's have fun with all our friends, let's meet each other.
That was the intention.
Yeah. So I feel like we're trying to get rid of that diaspora, like people
an excuse to come out.
Yeah. Like and then
together.
Like how many times do we go out and see a Buddhist fellow? Like, do you know what I mean? So we want to have that people to be comfortable coming out here, especially those who are coming out here early on. I've seen like a lot of young people coming out here now and standing on their own 2 feet, which is crazy. And then imagine being in a new country and then not knowing what to do sometimes, you know what I mean? So we can at least give that hope, and then people can meet around, make their own connections, say, no, I can help you with this, I can help you with that. And it's like what I'm basically saying is that it's not just a concert. It's like a I almost said something weird.
It's not sounding weird. Okay, based on what you're telling me.
No, like this thing came up to me. I almost said it's like a breeding ground or something.
Okay, time out. Breeding ground for positive vibes.
Exactly, positive emotions and stuff.
Yeah. We only breed positive vibes. If you are a sad Bhutanese, more young Bhutanese, who's like come here and you're all alone.
Yeah, exactly.
To make new friends
and then
like, to catch up with your friends.
And then I've like a lot of people come out here and they get depression because they don't see their own people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially here, man. Like, there's not you don't go out and see a Bhutanese person every day.
Yeah.
You know? It's like it means so much more here.
Yeah.
Because like we're all scattered. Like we're all working. We're trying to work in this different culture. And
it's like if I had to ask a question to my own friends, like how many of the person you know here, you know? Do you know what I mean?
Deep.
How do you know them in a deeper level?
Yeah. How many do you actually know in that?
Yeah. So we are making that
like the deepest, darkest secret.
Okay, yeah.
Not that deep,
Yeah.
If I were to bring something up, when I first came to Canberra, when I first came here to Australia, 2019, there weren't as many Dubs Bhutanese here as there is now. So seeing a Bhutanese, it was actually like something special because you'd meet them like once in a month. You would run into them like once in a month. So when you do see a Bhutanese fellow Bhutanese, you just go say hi. You know, like oh Dubimen na, and you just have like no, so like random people that you don't know just because they're Dub. We used to have that kind of like culture back in the day, and now I think there's quite like more Dubs now, and then like I'd say more frequently no. So we've lost that charm, that touch. No, like we don't appreciate it as much, and I wish if we can, then like let's bring it back. Like I tried to make an effort, like even at my workplace, if like for some reason seeing a Dubin Misha like after the get go, and like they talk among themselves, no, like Dubna, and they're not knowing that I'm a Bhutanese, and I just like randomly say like something in Bhutanese to be like, hi Dubi, no, just be like so just like I wish like I hope we can bring it back, and like we are as friendly to our fellow Bhutanese here, and like no Dubi mes la besam ganigi no. Something like that. Yeah, I think I just want to like take the mic from you and say that.
No.
No, but
yeah. And then Yeah, like how do we build that strong relation and strong, like, since Yogini is here new, do you have like any experiences, like how do you feel? Yeah.
Because I have a lot of relatives here, so for me it wasn't really difficult or anything like that, because I guess I was fortunate enough to have a lot of relatives here and the people that I know, and then they were here too. Kamal Hassan's been here, and I've known her since we go way back in high school, so she's here, and then Ajim Chimi. Shout out to Ajim Chimi. She's here. She's here as well, so she's helped me a lot as well to just know how things work here, and just she's taken me around in Canberra as well. She's taken me to different places, so I've had a lot of people that have been really helpful. So I don't think I have any difficult experiences, but I guess it's just the busy life here that we've already mentioned. It is very daunting at times. Life gets hectic. You don't get the time to meet people, often. So you miss out on a lot of things because you have, because I'm studying, I'm a full-time student. So we have work and we have assignments that we have to complete. So Ani Byodalu, it's very difficult for us to make time for our loved ones sometimes. And we, like Ajim Togi already mentioned that time, our work schedules are so different. So we don't have that. It's very, very difficult for us to all come together at the same time. So that's one challenge, I would say, finding time and then, trying to get our times, like work schedules and our off days together.
Yeah, I really resonated with what you guys said more about belonging, about the Bhutanese community. It has changed over the years. I think Najisidina is still, if we hear like Dzongkhar Shashapar, like I think we're so excited to meet any do. But Naludi, you guys have a lot of people here, and I do understand that. And I think if you are feeling lonely, if you're feeling sad, you're here in Australia for the first time, the Higher Perspective has created avenues where you can meet your friend, meet your old schoolmate. And at the gate, there's a Doti standing there.
Dedicated Doti statue.
Yeah, man. If you guys are at our
like
events,
if you're lonely and you see Doti, straight away.
If you rub Doti's
like if you're at our events, then just come say hi to us, man. I think we're like very social people. Like we'd love to become friends with you guys. So, like anyone. And funny thing, I recently had someone text me on our Instagram, Higher Perspective. He dropped a message. He was like, "Thank you for doing the Dragons on Tour Canberra, Gidi." He was like, "I came all the way from Melbourne alone to watch the show. Kind of sounds weird, right?" No, that's what he said. I was like, "No, not weird at all.
Weird.
If anything, that like really like it meant so much to us. Like event, it meant so much to them. And like personally, I resonate with him because I went to watch Coldplay alone. Yeah. I was in the general admission in the crowd alone, and then it was so like genuine, the feeling, just me, music, the artist showing the art. So we hope that we can create an environment where people can come alone and they can meet people and become like make friendship, and then like we just hope that we can create that kind of like welcoming environment for everyone. That's something we'll work towards.
Gara Jambaleso. Everyone, welcome. I wanted to ask you, maybe ask you, Yogini, because you are a Bhutanese creative yourself. What kind of space are you guys trying to create? Now, we did cover this a little bit more, artists to get in there, what you want and stuff. But then generally creative industry in Nalu, not just like singers and dancers, but for the creative diaspora here in Australia. There's so many talented, artistic people that are kind of just doing what they gotta do for their for their like PR viewpoints and stuff. No, so what do you think? What kind of space are you guys trying to create?
So we're just trying our best to create a space where all creatives, Bhutanese creatives, feel comfortable, encouraged, and valued. Also, that's because we're such a small community. A lot of us, we know each other. We just want to help each other grow. We want to lift each other up. And I feel like being Bhutanese, I think that's something that's very special. Being Bhutanese itself is very special, and just being a Bhutanese community and having that sense of being a Bhutanese community, that itself is very, very special. So we just want to create a space where everyone feels encouraged, valued, and supported. And I feel like a lot of us, we didn't have that platform. We grew up without having that platform. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create that platform for the Bhutanese creatives here. And for the Dragons on Tour, because I just joined from the store, so I'd like to mention the store. So we had a lot of Bhutanese creatives, a lot of content creators, influencers that helped us promote our show, our event. So we like to thank you all. I just don't want to make the mistake of not mentioning all of you. You all know who you are, so thank you so much, everyone. This is just a way of appreciating what you're doing and that we support what you are doing. So thank you so much to everyone that have been on board. You all know who you are. Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to
Shout
the
out.
Perspective fam. You know
Shout
who you
out.
are. You have that letter from us. Thank you for being a part of our journey. We can't wait to collaborate with you on our next project.
Yes. So yes, that's all I have to say when it comes to this.
That's just I'm just so excited to see like what you guys are going to do next time as well. I'm gonna have my eyes like glued on you, and how I've had my eyes glued, actually I have been updated, and I have a feeling that the vlogger is behind a lot of it, right? So I've seen you guys on Instagram, I've seen you on TikTok, I've seen you on so many influencers' stories. I want to ask you, Togi, like, what role do you think Instagram and TikTok has played in like building visibility? Of course, you guys are all like popular people. We're a tight-knit community. We all know each other more around now. But then I feel like the social media game, it's like stepped up. And after that, I do want to ask you about like the eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just clear my throat. Okay. So I feel like TikTok and Instagram has played a huge role in building the higher perspectives visibility online, because we can reach people not just in Canberra but across Australia and even back in Bhutan. It also helped us promote our shows, build hype around our shows, and share our creative works, and also the Bhutanese creatives, right? So yeah, it has really helped us create an online space for the audience to feel a part of our journey. So it has really helped put higher perspectives on the map, and being active on it has helped us build a really cool community.
Yeah, and the reach is there, like definitely.
Yeah.
Noah, I'm sure you guys all know.
If I were to add something.
Yeah.
Like Yogini mentioned, like we try to include content creators and everything, and like we try to include them as much like Nachigi. We're chronically online, so we see the content creators, not the ones on like TikTok or like people with like a background in like the art, like Yogini herself, So we try to include them in our tours, even though if it's like just sending out like a simple invitation to our tours, and we like how I think we're supporting them with their own creativity is we like ask them to do some like make like content for us to help us spread the word, and we leave the creativity up to them, and they do it in their own genuine style. Like each content creator has their own way. Like if I were to mention something, like Chokigi, she did her own thing, like where she had the TV on and Sennagi concert was playing, and then she was like talking about the tour. It was really nice to watch, And Samantha, she did like entire weather forecast, like breaking news.
I love that one.
Yeah, and like we have like so many like Jimin Somo, no, she like talks to like the people, like gets to like them like directly, like go to like Bhutanese community touch with super, no, like she has her own approach to it, and like we're like so genuinely like grateful to all of them for like coming on board with us and like being a part of Higher Perspective in their own ways.
And I'd just like to add that we really feel like Bhutanese creativity, it deserves to be seen and celebrated, and that not just in Bhutan but outside Bhutan as well, like on an international level. So that's what we're trying to achieve. So yeah, I just missed out that one, so I just wanted to add on to that.
That's
Like,
right.
okay, now that I've name dropped people now, I don't think it's fair if I don't try to name drop everyone. So like there's
but
Drawker,
get
who's
ready.
like who makes content like based
Shout out
on
to
what's
Drawker.
trending. She takes what's trending on TikTok and she puts our twist into it, and she like does her own thing, you know. And then there's like so many Keta and Kinden in Brisbane.
Shout out to
Keta
Keta and
Kinden
Kitty.
and
Kitty
Kitty
Timamu.
Oh
Timamu.
yeah.
In
They help
Brisbane.
us out like so much in spreading the word. And then there's Jits and Rika as well.
Shout out
She's
to
been
Jits and
helping
Rika.
out for like a really long time, since like the Plus 975 tour. And there's quite a lot of people. I might have missed a few. There's like, our favorite couple. What do you say? Kinga and Geden. Oh my
Kinga
god.
and Geden.
The
Shout out to
content
Kinga and
they've
Geden.
made, like, it always takes us by surprise. And we genuinely, I probably watched it like 20, 30 times. The content they make, no, like
Chinese
it's
are
really
big
nice.
fans.
Like, and like, yeah, we love that we're able to leave the creativity with them, because it's their field, it's their
They know what
their
they're
home.
doing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then we're so grateful for them. for
And their
doing this.
style reaches their audience the best
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
The more. So
And, just having these really talented people on board, and then collaborating with them is very fun as well, because they have their own ways. They do things differently, like all of them, each one of them is talented in their own ways, and they're different from each other. And any content that each of them make is so nice and so fun, and it actually helps us like reach out to a wider audience as well. So it's very helpful. So we're very, very grateful to every one of you. Thank you.
Shout out everyone.
thank you. Shout out everyone. Okay, so this has been a very nice, like, wholesome session. Lots of gratitude, lots of shout outs, lots of like I love the lots of shout outs, man. Like, I love how you guys give credit to every single person, and you try, and you guys are like, oh, if I've missed out on anyone, like, just you giving like credit on like a platform like this just shows your work ethic, how you deal with other people, and the kind of respect you guys have. So this has been like very, very nice. I do want to switch it up a little bit. Switch it up. So I want to ask you guys to share something like fun or unexpected. You can do your team members dirty. I'm here, like, no popcorn, but just kidding.
Who's gonna start?
But yeah, you guys
Something unexpected.
can share like anything surprising, unexpected, something that'd be fun for like me and the rest of the listeners to hear about each of you. Let's dig in deeper.
So Chane is he's very goofy and it's very funny when he's with us, but when it comes to work, he's very like stern and like very composed. He's very composed and like
Off like that.
he's very composed.
He's locked in.
Yeah, he's locked in. And Yonte D, I know Yonte Ise, but then what am I saying? Like, but because of this show, I got to know him a little bit more. So he's a yapper. I found out that he's a yapper. He yaps a lot. And
I agree.
Someone else wants to share.
Can I say something?
Okay. What are you gonna say?
Guys, Yonte and Chane, they're taller in real life.
We'll see.
Do you want to say something?
I know Yogini's brother. I knew her brother before I knew her.
Oh yeah.
Shout out White Mamba.
Shout out to White Mamba.
And then to the boys who are working out here who are involved in the higher perspective, I know them all personally. We are always in library late night doing assignments, procrastinating. Yeah, well, but then what was unexpected was I always had that notion that when China said, "Oh, let's do this," I knew we would be dragging everything out, like, not meeting the deadline. But unexpectedly, everyone was just locked in, like, let's do it. Yeah.
Naturally, you guys didn't have to like try.
Yeah. So I think everyone had that sense of, I don't know, but responsibility and ownership.
But also
of something
enough
done.
dopamine released in your brain from the
Probably,
passion.
yeah.
So that's
And one
perfect.
fun thing was, I remember distinctly that first vibe in the capsule.
Uh-uh.
Chani was literally shaking in his boots. Like, we were setting up the stage and everything. And then there was Rangdil and Kenny, no?
Yeah.
And then he was shaking a lot. And then Rangdil, was it Rangdil or Kenny?
Kenny.
Yeah. Kenny came up to me and said, Chani, why are you shaking that much? You're not even going to the stage. Stop shaking.
You're not even going to the stage, dog.
But then next thing we know, Chani's in every photo with a smile here to here. He's like having fun. He's like,
Yeah, after the show starts,
Yeah.
the nervousness goes, man. I think
Yeah.
Yeah,
before
that's true.
the show starts, you're scared. You're
Like the
nervous,
kickoff probably gives you
But
so much
once you
relief,
see
no?
the artist singing
Yeah.
and you're just like truly amazed by their art, them singing. Wow.
oh, sorry.
So to continue, I have a special section for you. It's been so nice to talk to you guys today and like get to know you better. I feel like I've kind of seen everything more from your POV, your journey. Now I have another POV, another perspective. This is from the artists that have worked with you, and they've sent some messages. And you guys are going to be watching them for the first time. So,
Kind of nervous what
Yeah,
they said.
nervous, yeah.
Kind of nervous.
let's start with. Let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna start with Ajam.
Oh.
Yeah. Casey.
Yes.
Casey, actually, I don't have to be doing this one.
What you trying to say, Jam? Someone's headphones or something.
I think it's
connected.
connected to
The
headphones.
Bluetooth.
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear?
A
Yeah.
little bit.
I know. Hear yourself? Do what you
Oh, see.
My name is Ajamp and I'm an artist from a group called Pale 31. I'm here in Australia currently. I was on tour just a few weeks ago. So on this tour I was working closely. I was basically under Higher Perspective because they were the ones organizing the tour in Canberra and Brisbane. So we came here under Purple Events where together we performed a few shows here in Perth. And for Canberra and Brisbane, Chane, Higher Perspective agreed to take us on. And I think a large part of why our show was a success, especially in Canberra and Brisbane, is because of Higher Perspective. Their team members under Chane, like they worked so hard, way more than us, especially in the promotion part. So they were all out promoting every day. They were posting videos, posts, stories, whatever. About the event, about our tour. So I think they are a huge, not I think, like I know they're a huge part of our success. So I'm very thankful towards Chane, not only because he accepted us to perform and tour in Canberra and Brisbane, but also because of the way they worked despite not having much for them in it. So shout out to Higher Perspective, the whole team members, even like not just as an artist but even as a person. They made us feel so welcome, like family, like friends we knew for years. That's how I felt working with them. So they are great people, especially Chane, who I grew close with, and as a friend and as an artist I can tell that if he keeps going, he's destined for the top, especially because of the way he works hard. He's a very hard worker. So Chane, I love you, man. I hope nothing but
Do that in
success.
back.
I love you.
Oh, that was so nice.
That's very nice.
He said it in, Ajan said it in such a way, like it was all us. Like, no, man, thank you guys for giving us the opportunity, for letting us be a part of your journey. Like, thank you guys. Like, we genuinely enjoyed it. Like,
It's
who
just
you
as
guys
magical
are
for us.
as like human beings,
We
as
made
artists.
5 cool friends out of it as well.
Yeah, man. I think genuinely love these guys.
Do you think we're cool? We think they're cool.
Yeah, man. They're gonna make it. Taking it out.
You guys ready?
We have another one.
I think they'll just ignore me and speak straight to the camera, like speak straight to them, okay? I'm not like.
Kuzangpola and hi Chane. I'll keep this video very short. I just want to say that Higher Perspective is hands down one of the most professional and well organized team I've worked with. At the same time, Chani made sure it never felt like I was away from home. La. So throughout my entire tour in Australia, I genuinely felt like I was at home. La. So a big shout out to Higher Perspective. La.
Thank you, Wang Chen. We can't wait to have you back. It was an honor working with these artists, man. Like, honestly, Sampasanchi. Oi! That's Johnny Dai. Hey, hey.
So cute. Jordan is so cute.
Example, what's up? Chum Babs, Team High Perspective. Way! Yeah, I miss all of you. Our show with you guys, Dragons on Tour, it was a huge success. If I could, I would do it again and again and again. And just keep doing what you guys are doing. 100%. I can picture greatness, bigger, better. Now that's just huge success. The future collaborations, I'm looking forward to it. All the best future shows. Yeah. Yeah. Love from Johnny Dai, from the ocean side to the fishery side. Peace out.
Oh, that's so sweet. Like, we love you, Johnny Dai. And like, yeah, we're definitely gonna do it again and again and again. Like, this might be like a hint to everyone, but then yeah, we're gonna be working with everyone again. We're gonna come back with fresh ideas, a bigger platform. We didn't expect them to say this about us. That's actually like so genuine. Like,
That's very genuine.
touched soft spot. Like, thank you, Wang Chen, Ajam, Oz, and everyone else. Like, even if like, I know I'm out of words. Like, I can't really express. It was very genuine. It brought back all the memories, the good times we've had with them. Dragons on Tour, plus 975 tour, honestly, more than work, it felt like, because with them, it felt like a paid vacation. We were working, but then we were having fun. No? I think we enjoy doing what we do because of them, of who they are. Crying a little bit.
You guys need testimonial reaction, so I'm just gonna keep myself out of this because this is just wholesome between you and the artist. If you guys want to like comment on the testimonial, you can. There's no rush because they've already left.
He already has the mic.
Do you guys want to say something?
Yeah, it's just up to you if you want to. If not, you can move on.
Like, let's say something to get it there. Like, we, High Perspective.
Do you want to do this? Like, he says a word, she says a word.
I think that'll be a bit awkward. Like, we
Every time
together,
it's
High
something
Perspective, all 6 of us here, and 10 others back at home who aren't here right now.
That's a long thing to
Yeah, long thing to say. I think we need to make it shorter.
I'm saying, like, we can't wait to have them back. Everyone, all of us, like, not just me, not just Chane, not just Kamhazen, not just Yogini, every one of us, we are waiting for the day they come back and we run it back again. Bigger, better. Yeah.
Because for me, like, the video motivates me.
Yeah, man.
It's like, oh wow, we've had such a positive impact, but we had so much fun as well. Like, so if we can keep doing this and better, and then we have like artists supporting our cause as well, so it's like nothing like it, man.
Yeah, this is what I meant when I said, just seeing how humble, kind, hardworking, and dedicated these artists are. It just makes us want to do better and give it our all as well for
Pushes
them.
us to
So it's very
push our
motivating. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Jimmy, can you send me those videos? I want to keep it.
No, but this is so wholesome, guys, and I'm so grateful to have met you guys here, and I'm grateful to like Heart to Heart for like organizing this as well, because this is just like a breath of fresh air after like it's wholesome, it's fresh, it's new. I'm as emotional. I feel like very positive about you guys, And I'm excited. I want to know, like, moving forward. You said there's going to be more and more and more because they want to come back again and again and again, right?
We're gonna run it back.
So now that we're on this, I want to ask you guys more. Do you guys see yourself expanding, like, beyond music or, you know, even, like, beyond Australia? Maybe, I don't know, Canada, USA, like, other destinations? Because I feel like you guys will just... What's the plan, guys? Tell me the scoop. Give me the scoop.
We definitely see us expanding beyond Australia. You know, we've done numerous shows now. We have built great relationships with the artists. So yes, we do want to take it worldwide. We do want to do album tours in places like Canada, USA, India. But most importantly, we want to take it back to motherland, our home country, Bhutan. Yes, and give them a high perspective experience. Anyone wants to add?
I want to add on the topic of how we want to expand more than music as well. Because as we already talked about ourselves, we have so many key skill players in our team. Like, she's already vlogging, you know what I mean? And we're already going forward more than music. She's vlogging. Yonte is starting his own podcast. Yonte, you want to shout out to you?
Shout out to Yonte. Shout out to the podcast.
Yeah. And
Stay tuned.
And then obviously they're able to do it because we're all supporting them as well. And then I've known Chani for a while, and then he's always wanted to start a clothing brand as well. And then we're always like, Chani, you can do it. Let's just do it. Why not? Because like,
You said it.
Oh my God, guys, do it!
Because you said so.
Yeah.
Do it!
And then like the thing is, he has a lot of resources around him. Like, look at us. No, we have multiple software developers as well. We can make a platform for him to do it. And then we have, like a couple of guys who aren't here, like Kyozang. You see that logo he made.
Oh, that's all Kyozang. Shout out to Kyozang. Shout out to
I
Kyozang.
ask you, and I the meaning that more.
I think the eye, like, it reflects on us wanting to change how people see shows, like giving them a view of how we see shows. We want people to see it through our lenses, through our perspective. So if you look at the logo properly, not only has the eye, but then it also has THP incorporated inside the eye. THP, the higher perspective. So the logo, like, it's like very, like, all the creative, this one, like, it was done by our one and only Kyozang.
Shout out to Kyozang.
Like, he's a very artistic, creative individual, and he's been a part of THP for like since I think day one, you know. And the eye symbolizes us trying to make a change and giving people, like, I think, like, us coming to this podcast and sharing our story as well. It's like gives like a background, our viewpoint on how and why we do things, and like why it means so much, and like what we're trying to change and what we're trying to bring to. So I think that's why we decided on that logo, the eye.
Very well thought out.
And the clouds, if you've noticed that we have some clouds in the logo as well. So that symbolizes higher. So raising the standards. Going up there. Yeah.
I see. So this is all very, very exciting. I have to follow up with one more question, okay? Okay, let's narrow it down. In the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
In the next 5 years, I'd say the next 5 years, we hope to have like elevated our game. And honestly, a dream project for High Perspective would be to be able to throw a festival. Like a festival, like it's done here, like it's done in Bhutan, like the National Day event, you know, Thimphu Mega Festival, something as grand. We have like hundreds of people coming to our show to celebrate Bhutanese music for hours. Instead, we want to have thousands of people, not only Bhutanese. We hope that by that time, we would have opened the Bhutanese genre to the rest of the world. Like through our little ways, you know, like I feel like we're making a difference in our little ways through our shows that we're doing right now. Because like with Chigi, when we have a Bhutanese individual coming to the show and they bring their friend who's not Bhutanese, because like they want them to experience it, and if that person has a good time, then they start listening to the artist, you know. So in that way, we're opening the doors of Tibet, and I hope we can contribute in that way. And we can throw a festival where we celebrate music for like the entire day. No, to it really grand way.
So many more people.
No? Yeah.
We can also have Yogini on board.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You need to sing.
Oh my God,
We
I
know,
help.
we've
How
seen
can I
you.
help?
M Studio OG, man. We've seen you.
I love her songs.
Like, yeah, that's the dream, I'd say. And if you weren't to go like specifically into what's next, you wanna make the announcement?
So, if you guys have been following us on our socials, I think you guys have probably seen it. Do you guys want to show it? So we have Tour on the Soul next. We have Lungten and the Taco duo, nation's favorite duo,
The best.
the best duo. Yeah, and we not only have Lungten and Tatako, we have Veda's crew joining Lungten and Tatako. Shout out to Vedas.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to
Vaders.
Is it like that?
Shout out to Vaders.
Yes.
I thought it was like this, right? Am I tripping? But I don't know, man.
Vaders, yeah. Shout out to Vaders.
So Vedas are gonna be a part of the show. It's not like they're not gonna just come in and perform and then leave. They're gonna have their own set of sets on the of their own and
there'll
did I
be,
miss
like,
anything?
Like Vaders, like us, like having Vaders on board, it's not gonna be like the typical show where like we have dancers come in, they do like an opening act. So the Vaders are like fully involved in it. So they're part of the tour as much as Lungten and Taco.
As they deserve.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God,
Like-
guys, yes.
And like what you say, they have their own set list. They'll be doing their own choreography. Like they're so good, man. We're fans. We're genuinely fans, right? And then not only that, not only will they be showing their own choreography, they'll be coming on stage together with Lungten and Tatako to put on an act together. So Lungten and Tako will be singing and they'll be dancing. It's gonna come together. They're working really hard on choreographing. Like Lungten and Tako as well. They're like, what do you say? They're doing like making different versions of their songs to make it a bit more upbeat, more concert vibey, you know. So they've been working really hard. And honestly, this tour, like it might come off like, oh, we started promoting it only like a few days ago, but then by the time this podcast comes out a few weeks ago, but then what do you say? It's something that's been in the work for like about 2 years now. We've been wanting to get the right time. They wanted to get the album out. They wanted it to mean something. And that's why Tour of the Soul, like the name itself, it's not us who came up with the name, it's Lungten, and he has his own story about it. Maybe that's a story for another day, for another video. But then, yeah, this tour is something that we are really excited about.
Very, very
We're
excited.
working very hard. We have not announced the dates yet. So, guys, follow High Perspective
Stay tuned.
on Instagram and TikTok. We're going to be releasing tickets, dates. We're going to give you updates on how the tour is going to work out.
You're gonna see more of me.
We're going to give you reasons why we think you should come to the show. So follow High Perspective. And follow Heart to Heart for giving us this platform.
Follow Heart to Heart. Oh my God! Shout
We
out to Heart
found
to
out,
Heart.
like, talking to Jeremy and to like people who are working behind the scenes, like Heart to Heart is like something very commendable. Like, like, and thank you Heart to Heart for having us, making us part of your journey.
Thanks for having us.
And hopefully by the time the podcast comes out, we'll have all of the dates and the information on this video. Thank you guys so much for this. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. And hopefully I'll see you all and everyone at the show. All I can say to wrap up this episode is the future is bright and beautiful, and I hope we can all like come together and see more of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Heart to Heart organizers. Thank you, Lucky 7. That was Heart to Heart, Season 5. This is Season 5 here in Canberra, and this was a team from Higher Perspective. Thank you and have a good night. See you.